the Peace and Mohair Grease Podcast, bringing you reviews in movies, music, television, and touching on the latest hot topics and discussions with your boy, HizWill.
Yo, what's good? And we back to another Peace and Mohair Grease podcast. Well, today I'm going to be doing a movie review. It's going to be part of this stuff. I'm going to be doing reactions on here. And I'm going to be doing music and movie reviews and all that type of different stuff. I'm moving everything from my HizWill channel, because I'm gonna be strictly focused on music and stuff like that. I may do some more reactions over there, but I'm gonna, if y'all all come on over to this where it can be just strictly this, we're gonna get it cracking. But anyway, today we are going to be discussing what was it? Is it y'all see what it is. Speak No Evil. Now, of course, starring James McAvoy, Mackenzie Davis, Scoot McNairy, and other actors. I don't want to go down a whole list. Y'all can go and look at that. But this is basically, it looks like it was a remake. I saw some other ones from some other 2022 and 2023. There was some stuff from the Sundance Festival and all that good stuff. But today I went and checked out the 2024 version of Speak No Evil. And movie's basically about a family inviting another family. I'm trying not to do any spoilers, but a family inviting another family it takes place in Italy, and so Italy and London. So the family, they're traveling with their daughter to London. From London to Italy, to do a little quick vacation and whatnot. The father was supposed to be opening up an office in the UK, but something happened, and how businesses are. Hey, the funding was cut from Chicago. They said, no, we can't do that. So he lost his job, and the wife was kind of helping him doing PR kind of stuff, all this type of different things and stuff like that. Daughter has some issues, some anxiety issues. So she has a doll, a little stuffed rabbit that keeps her calm at night. And she used the breathing app. The breathing app has like a rabbit breathe and helping her control her anxiety and fear and things of that nature. So, they're out in Italy and just enjoying themselves, having a good time. And there's other couples in there. They first interact at the pool. And like the wife is real, his wife is real uptight. The one from London, she's real uptight. She's a vegetarian. She doesn't eat or vegan. She's that lifestyle, or actually more, she like pescatarian. And so she's real uptight. Okay, honey, make sure you have your seatbelt, or, did you take, okay, so remember, no sugar after 9, because she gets blah, blah, blah. That type of, with stuff going on, which is fine. No big deal. And she goes a little overboard or whatnot. Her husband had some, her and her husband, there was some it wasn't really infidelity, with some text messages and, sexting and things of that nature. So they're having some issues, and him working and not focus on her. You know how that stuff goes. So they're trying to have a good time in Italy, enjoy themselves, and walk where there's another couple, which is James McAvoy, him and his wife, played by Aisling Francoisi. if I said that right. Sorry if I butchered your name. But basically, they meet up with them, and now this couple, and they have their son. Now this couple seems like the ideal, fun, spontaneous. They're sitting at the pool. Guy James, his character comes over. Hey, can I? Is anybody using this? It was one of those beach lounge chairs. Anybody using this? No. So he drags it across the pool. It's funny. Does that. They're having all this good time. The couple from London, their family, or the daughter is asking, Mom, can I get in now? No, wait till it warms up a little bit. Then we can go on in there. Just wait. And they're like, man, I want to get in the pool now. So he jumps immediately in the pool. Boom, bam, boom. Son's in there playing. Son has a disability, as he was born with his tongue shorter than normal, so he really can't talk. Or does he? Dun, dun, dun. You have to find out in the movie. But the movie was thriller. It was just a little weird, nuance. It was kind of slow. Took some time to get up to where you need to go. But it kept you hooked a little bit, but it was still just a little bit slow, but it still was entertaining, if you catch my drift, because it's kind of building up. And then, of course, it builds up to the, where it goes. But I just couldn't help myself. In the movie, there were several moments in the film that was so inappropriate. I was just like, huh? And one of the things, when they're in Italy, they meet the family and they see him doing all kind of stuff and having fun and riding around in Vespas and doing all that stuff. And for some reason, his daughter keep leaving the rabbit everywhere. And so they're looking for it. She starts freaking out. She starts to scratch herself. So he has to go run up back this hill. Italy is very hilly where they were at. So he's running up and back the hill, trying to find out where this thing is. Well, the other couple end up having it, which how they got it. Now I understand how, basically at the pool, because he took the rabbit off of the lounge chair so that he can take it. So he kind of moved it to the table. And so I guess maybe he took it, whatever. But so he's seeing him having all this fun, him and his wife having a good time. They're doing it. He's just sitting there like, I'm bored. We don't do none of that. And so one of the inappropriate moments to me, this was wild. Now they just met this couple, ate dinner and having a good time. They discussing, laughing, having a good time. So he comes up, his family's all on the Vespa and the little scooters, zipping around, and they pull up to them. Hey, we found your rabbit. Here goes, your stuffed rabbit. Oh, thank you. And says, hey, you guys should get one. We rented it, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, probably not. And he's like, well, hey, you know what? Why don't you try it? Come on. The daughter immediately hops on this scooter with this grown man, while the wife and the child, while his wife and his child are just standing there like, yeah, go on and do it. Yeah, go on. And come on, Dad, can I do it? Now, number one, that's inappropriate. Like, first of all, I would have snatched her bald. Maybe don't get your little narrow ace off of that vest. You don't hop on no thing with no grown man behind you like that. Are you tripping? You don't know that person. Get up. And then they proceed to let him drive around the block with her. And they nervous as a fat rat in a cheese factory. Just sitting there, oh my gosh. What? And so they come back around like, oh, that was great, Mom. That was one inappropriate. I was sitting there like, what? You don't hop on those. What? And so they're like, yeah, you guys should come out to the country and meet with us. Come and hang out with us sometime after this trip, And meanwhile, they just met. So, they go home, back to London. They're sitting there talking, daughter getting close to being 12 years old. And she still has this stuffed animal rabbit that she has to sleep with. So they're talking and discussing like, man, she's almost 12. We want to have the stuff done before Christmas that she wean herself off of this. And the mother's defending, hey, she'll hear you. And they have a little rump, a little tiff. So they start discussing, saying, hey, why don't we go back to the let's you know what? Well, they got a postcard to say, hey, why don't we go visit them? Might as well. And then she was like, we don't really know them like that. And that's a long time to be some people we don't know. And they're like, oh, he's like, shot down. He's like, yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, well. So the wife sees that and says, you know what? Let's do it. So they hop in a Tesla. They go on over there, meet up with all this type of stuff. The family's there. Little boy just sitting there. He don't talk. He could just pointing and doing all type of stuff because half his tongue is cut or missing or whatever. And so what happens is, just down there, they having a good time, look like everything is good. They in the country singing. Next appropriate moment was, they're doing a little hike. He's teaching them how to do fires and all this type of stuff and swinging and, little swings and stuff in the forest or wherever they at. And so they come up to this cliff where you can jump off into the water. And so before they did that in the forest, the wife from London, she was complaining that her neck was hurting and it's been hurting. And he was like, oh, wow, let me look at that. So he gets right up in her face like this, just like face to face, dang near where you can kiss. And he's feeling on her neck and like, oh, yeah, it's real tight. You know what's good therapy? Cold water therapy. So he's like, yeah, let's jump off into the cliff, get some cold water. It's been proven scientifically to get that, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, but we don't have any things. Oh, he's just getting you skivvy. So they proceed to take off their clothes. They're in their underwear. Now this 12-year-old and the other little boy, they're all there. Wife, she takes off her, so she's in her lingerie or whatever. And the one from London, she's just in her bra with her jeans on. Everybody jumps in. She didn't. She just felt that was weird. That's another inappropriate moment. You just dropping your drawers like, this is my daughter. Like, wait. We ain't doing all this. And they end up having a good time. Come on, jump on in. Like, nah, you guys go ahead. That's all right. And so they go back to the house, blah, blah, blah. Now, meanwhile, at the house, when they get there, they sleeping. So they have a bed. So number one, they don't know these people like that. So they go upstairs, like a 3-story house. Upstairs is the boys' room. In the boys' room is a pallet sitting next to his bed, so the daughter can sleep in the room. So them two sleeping in the same room. No, you're not sleeping in the same room with my daughter. I don't know you like that. She's gonna be right in the room with us. That's another moment that's inappropriate, and they just let stuff slide. And she was expecting her husband a lot to step up, but we'll get to that in a minute. And then they go in their bed and there's like, what is this stain? I don't know. The covers was dirty and it was just, yeah. And the husband's like, oh, it's just a country. It's just a country. This is different. It's not like, they live out here and they're doing this. It's different. We're just not used to this type of lifestyle. And she's like, yeah, whatever. And so the boys making all these, so what happens is one night they're asleep. The mother gets up, goes upstairs, to check on her daughter. She noticed they're missing. I'm like, She's like, oh, where's this at? So she walks, looking around, and then she peeks in the couple's bedroom, and their son is in the bed with them, and she's in the bed with him too. And he in his drawers. So it's him, his son, his wife, and then their daughter. She was like, oh, no. She yanked him. I said, no, we leaving right now. We leaving. So while they sleep, they get up, they zipping. Like, nope, we going. That's crossed the line. We out of here. and we doing this, that, and other. So they dip up out of there. They rolling down the road. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the rabbit. Where's the stuffed animal? She can't do nothing without that thing and always misplacing and leaving it. So they got to go all the way back. And then they're there, hey, what you guys leave for? I was, they all upset and stuff like, hey, I felt kind of certain kind of way. You guys left, didn't say. Look, we were trying to do this, and he was kind of making up excuses. And then she was like, no, my daughter was in y'all room. That's crossed the line. We don't do that. And then the wife goes to the sob story. The one that's living at their house that they're in. Oh, my daughter. We had a daughter once, she died, and she was 2 weeks old or something. She made up, and I just want to go ahead and do this, and I just didn't know what to. They crying and all this stuff, and it was. Yeah, whatever. So they end up staying. And here's another thing I'm noticing in a lot of movies. I guess this is where we're at now. And, I'm neutral. It is what it is. But they had the man painted as like he a chump. Like when the action started going, he's like, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what to do. Like a bumbling idiot. He's not a man's man. He didn't do anything. She was like, hey, snap out of it. Look at your daughter. You need to protect your family. He's like, okay, well, we can try to do. He started freaking out. And I'm just like, dang. They made him look weak. And the wife was doing all this different stuff, and you guys will see. And there's some interesting twists and discoveries that you see, but you have to look for yourself and find that. I'm sure if you saw movies like this before, or the original ones, you probably already know what it is. But I would say this was a pretty good movie. It was good. I wouldn't say anything too much, nothing to call home about. So to speak, but I would say, if I were to give it, out of 1 out of 10, out of 10 being a great movie, I would say I give it a solid. I would say probably a solid 7, because it did keep my interest. It was kind of a nice build, although slow build, but it still built up and turned into some pretty harrowing moments, which was pretty good, and how everything unfolded. But if you haven't, go check it out. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure you guys like, comment down below, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll be back with our next review soon. Let's see. I know next week I'm going to go check out the Halle Berry movie. That is, what is that? I forgot what that movie is called. You have to stay on the porch. Dang. I forget what the movie is called. Let me see. Halle Berry movie. I forget what it was called. What that thing? Never Let Go. Yeah. So that looks very interesting. So we'll be able to get to that. So again, like I always say, y'all, it's peace and more hair grease. You dig? Ooh-wee. And I'm out like a sprout, no doubt.
This is the Peace and Mohair Grease Podcast, bringing you reviews in movies, music, television, and touching on the latest hot topics and discussions with your boy, HizWill.